single enemy aircraft has a lock on it.
Leave it to me.
This is the leading up scene to like the introduction. Very cinematic scene.
He could now only watch as the empire he defended began to suffer more and more losses.
Let me in. He waiting.
WNS, N54, even the pirate networks. You blowing up everywhere. And the Jackster, he out in the car?
This week's biggest story, the murder of...
Don't care to know how Jackie is?
Tone, you best watch it.
Bled out in the back seat. Dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And the relic.
Got it right here.
I was afraid of that.
What?
Saburo Arasaka. Dead. You got any notion of the shit you pulled me into? You off the fucking Emperor! His Majesty! Anyone with so much as a pinky toe dipped in this mess is as good as dead!
I'm playing as the main character right now. I told you that there's a flash
Gotta leave Night City.
You don't say.
Ring Evelyn. We close the deal, collect our cut, and drop off the radar.
All right, settle down. Gotta be tactical about this. Parker, Eddie's. Then we leave the city limits behind. But first, your face got blood all over it. Bathroom's there. Go get yourself cleaned up. All right, then. Can't risk it, V. Remember our first convo? Seems I've chosen the quiet life after all.
I'll fucking kill you!
No blaze of glory for me.
Yeah, this game is
Hey.
Hey,
You all right?
never been better.
Sure don't look
I
it.
can't let you on! Hey, we're chill!
Of course you're high.
Row cases.
Tonight, I'm here to say goodbye to all of you.
Money's money, can't fuck around with it.
You're wasting your lives following us around like dogs.
What crawled up your ass?
Johnny, wait up! Don't do this! You can still change your mind.
Want to see me give up? Sounds like something you'd do. Know why? Because you've always been a fucking pussy, Carrie. Offer you one piece of advice, for old time's sake. Stop being one. Time to bring on the future.
You're late!
Love it when you're mad. Gets my southern blood pumping.
Get in, or I change my mind.
Silverhand!
Hey, Shaden!
Get us in the air! Here, put this on, and it stays on. Got it?
shut down.
I was just
APC's on the streets of Watson.
Sons of bitches!
with this chip.
Skull cracking out there. That us?
Johnny's idea. Wayland's drawing Arasaka's attention away from the tower.
Collateral damage part of the plan too.
This is the Cub Scouts, Thompson. Chew it up, spit it out.
So this is actually a mission that Johnny Silverhands, aka Keanu Reeves, was on when he got captured by Arasaka. And then he was put on to the torture that is in my brain now.
Target range acquired.
Make it rain.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I just got infection. I got What'd you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the graphics and it look dope.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking nuts. Did you hear me talking?
David, I didn't hear you talking at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I heard the characters talking.
Yeah, no, what is it? Keanu Reeves did all his own lines and all that. Like how I took.
Why did you ask me if I heard you talking?
Because it was me streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my I'm live streaming that. I started a live stream just so that way I could show you that section. Like I'm on how I told you I'm playing the game again. Like this is my my third time.
Where?
On YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so what is it? Like I just started because I was getting up to that per certain section because the prologue to this game is like an hour and a half long in of itself. And you don't even see that title banner screen until just now. Like I've been playing the game already for like about like three hours already because I've been doing like a bunch of side stuff and whatnot, and like I finally got to the mission where like it wraps up the first act, which is like the prologue. Yeah, that's why you saw Cyberpunk. But yeah, that's a pretty like fucking like cool little mission because what is it? You steal this chip from Arasaka Towers, which is like this corporate company, with your buddy, and then while you steal it, shit goes wrong, buddy gets shot, fucking you drop the briefcase that is like keeping the chip under refrigeration, and then fucking you have to implant it, and so you plant it in yourself, and then what is it, your buddy's bleeding out, he ends up dying, and then fucking what is it when what is that?
I dig that you're into these games, man. I'm really not.
Well, it's not even just the game. It's even it's just the story. Like if
sounds like I am, and I'm not trying to be.
like if you want to get like a cheaper experience out of it, like watch the Netflix movie. What is it? They did a Cyberpunk movie. It's an animation, but it's like really good. Like it.
Based on the game.
There's a
just the Cyberpunk movie.
So the game the movie is inspired by the game. And then with all the new updates to the game, they've put references to the movie, and then there's movies. In the movie, there's references to the game because it's not the same character.
I can dig it.
Ironically, the character or in the movie is named David. But what is it? And then the character in the game is his name is V. But yeah, no, it's a very great story. Cause it's like fucking like sci-fi, right? So it's like all like fucking like Blade Runner, you know?
You know the original.
Yeah, of course. That's what like really inspired a lot of this kind of fun, like fan fiction, like and a lot of this style of like sci-fi, you know. And honestly, it's like in like and the like that movie, yeah, that the original Blade Runner had been like is like a big part of like how like we're building AI today, like in all of like of our new technology. Like yeah, it's fucking.
Storylines.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Like yeah, that it's inspired a lot of shit.
I really, for the first time, I mean, I'm not talking about right now, but if I found it cheap enough, oh, that's something I could look for. Cyber Monday.
Mm.
I want the VR game, but I hear you have to have a computer.
No, no, you don't. No, you do not. You
The
could you.
Spider-Man game, the one that just came out.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of the VR games. You could you could get
Okay, so the Spider-Man game that just came out. I don't
yeah.
know if it's VR or not.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if it is VR, then you can get it probably on basically any VR headset, unless it's the PlayStation like exclusive. Then it would be like that'd be yeah. Then you'd have to buy a PlayStation. Yeah, but like most VR games, like you don't need to do all that. Like I know the Iron Man has a VR game, and that you don't need to do. What is it?
That
It's
still
like
doesn't
it's like 300. It's like $300 too. It's not. It's really not that expensive to get one. But I would recommend probably like with your like with your well, it's based on your consumer level. Like with you not being all that serious about gaming, I would recommend the fucking the Facebook one. Yeah, the Meta. What is it? Quest 3, I think, because they bought Facebook bought um Oculus and what is it? Yes. So, what is it?
They make the Oculus, but they call it the something else
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. It's all of the Oculus proprietary like fucking software and hardware and whatnot. But like
That's cool because that's the one my buddy has.
yeah.
It's got multiple functions, but
And if you get the new one, the fucking shit like you can walk around your house with it and like wash dishes, fucking you could go to the gym with it like if you really wanted to. There's fuckers that have been doing that. Like cuz it has cameras on or not even cameras but like these fucking infrared sensors that like fucking and I'm pretty sure there has to be cameras on the outside that like fucking display.
you can't be watching a movie and
Oh yes you can. Yes you can.
drive into the street.
I don't think you should be driving. I wouldn't recommend driving, but like if you're walking around doing your daily business.
I meant walking.
Yeah. But if you're walking, that's fine. Like if you're going on a walk around the neighborhood, fuck it. Like there's people that have been doing that and it honestly does not seem bad because like the
It
the
must have four-way cameras on it.
it
Or a 360 view.
look at the videos of people using this thing, bro. Like people are going to the gym and like they'll be
I just all spawned from a fucking something I thought was cool.
like there's this one dude that like he went to the gym with it on and then he was standing in front of the mirror. You could see himself. You could see him in the mirror because the cameras are also recording from the outside too. So what you're seeing is what he's seeing. And then so he'll be in the gym and he's like fucking unracking his, like right before he unracks his dumbbells, he fucking brings up his display and he puts on Netflix and just like moves the screen, enlarges it and whatnot, and makes it like a bigger, like a fucking giant screen, and then puts it on the side, and like he's just lifting weights watching Netflix.
Well, that is pretty dope.
Like that's just an example.
Watch a podcast
Or you could be washing dishes, you know, cooking dinner, you know.
I'm not talking about what you're doing. I mean, you could multitask.
Yes, tremendously. Like it so there was another, or there was another.
Can't find gigs with that on your fucking head.
No, definitely not. That's fucking ridiculous. That's cyberpunk right there. But like there's another technology called augmented reality, and that's like virtual reality, but instead of bringing uh so what Quest is doing, what, like how I just explained, right? That is a lot more like augmented reality. Like it's virtual reality that's like copying augmented reality, because augmented reality is just like your normal reality with like fucking like shit added to it, right? It's not putting you into a digital world. It's just putting digital shit in your real world. Get a Switch.
Well, I want the old games, the bowling.
Yeah, Switch. Get a Switch. Don't waste your money on a Wii that was made back in 2000. They don't make them anymore. If you want to play bowling, I've explained this to you. I'm starting to get irritated because I explained this to you at least. I know I explained this to you like at least 10 times.
You talked to me about the Switch before, man. Yes, you have. At least
You could play bowling on the Switch. Yes, everything. Every Nintendo Wii sport that was ever made, and more, is on the Switch. Because surprise, surprise, a lot of the Nintendo fans really had a lot of that when the Switch came out. So Nintendo. Who didn't? Who didn't break their the new Christmas TV that their dad bought for the living room the same year that they got the Wii?
Oh, I know it sailed out of my hand once or twice.
There you go.
Oh, I know it. We used to have contests. We would try and go as, like, we would put the TV in the doorway, and we would try and go outside to see how far the controller could go.
There you go.
And we were literally standing outside, just outside the doorway, drinking beer and bowling.
And the shitty thing too about the Wii is like you had to fucking plug in that sensor bar and put it on the top of the TV and like snake it behind your TV and all that shit. You don't need to do any of that with the Switch.
I don't remember any of that.
You don't have to do. Oh yeah, that's the essential part of what makes the Wii work. There's a sensor bar that plugs into the Wii, and then you put it on the top of your TV, and then you're supposed to calibrate it before you start playing. It's like that's how the Wii operated. But what is it with the Switch? You don't need to do any of that. Like it's all the sensing comes from the Wii itself, or the Switch itself. So like when you're like, say if you want to play it on the big TV at home, you could just put it on its docking station, and the what is it, when you calibrate, you just point it at the center, click, and then fucking it'll use the sensors that are built into the Switch based off where the dock is, and it'll calibrate it to where that location is, to where how you're holding the controllers in your hand. So
and I'm sure from the last time I played those games, I'm sure they're more advanced now.
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I
It's crazy.
You know, you had to create your own avatar. And...
Like why? Like, and then the Wii, like you're subjugated to chips. Like you can't download anything. You have to buy the game chips, which they don't, which they.
I mean, look at the antique that's trying to buy an antique.
Or you would get it on eBay. Like,
Except my TV.
like with the Switch, you don't have to put any chips in. You just download it, all the games into it. It's portable. Like you could, like I said, you could have it docked on your TV, or you could pull it off the dock and you could take it with you on the go. Like I went hiking. Yeah, I've taken mine to gigs. I've been playing Zelda, like on gigs, like whenever I'm like extremely bored and we're on stupid standby time. I'll play some Zelda.
I mean, the one and only time I ever fuck around with it. I mean, I got to totally play with it. You know, I watched a movie.
Yeah, yeah, you
Put
can.
on like a
There's apps.
legitimate big screen.
Yeah, you can put Netflix on it and whatnot. And yeah.
Oh, we didn't. He didn't. I can't remember the game he played. He played this game where he was in a virtual room, and it was some kind of. Oh, that's what it was. They would meet in this room, play cards against humanity.
Mm. Oh yeah, then on the VR.
On the VR, yeah, they'd have like little his squad.
Yeah,
Like
that.
he did
I
that
mean,
religiously for like months.
yeah, it's a big thing. I mean, like any game that you could play like at home with friends is now on VR. Like they put.
Wow, that's gangster as hell, man. So you can play COD on there.
No, no, no. I said any board game that you can play at home with your friends is now on VR. So like, say if you and I wanted to play fucking Scrabble, right? You and I can't really sit down at a table and play Scrabble. Oh, right. So, I don't want to leave my house. You don't want to leave your house. Exactly. And we could be chilling, talking story, like, it's pretty gnarly. It is getting pretty trippy. Although I don't think I would, me personally, I don't think I would buy the Quest one. With what my consumer, like, what needs would be, is more so, like, I would get, like, the HTC Vive, um, or the PlayStation one. But likely I would get what?
What is it playing?
Which one?
So if I put on Netflix and I put on a UHD movie,
Oh, oh, the
Ultra
Quest?
or is
The
it gonna
Quest?
play
No, no, the new Quest have OLED.
fucking seriously? How much are you saying these cost?
300.
And you gotta buy the game. You have to buy games in order to play the games, right?
Yes, that's how capitalism works,
No,
Sean.
I mean, come on, man. It's been a minute.
Yes, that's
I
how
just
that's
know
how it
that
works.
there's like 2 or 3 games out there that I've seen.
There might be like a free game on, like maybe Beat Saber will come with it, but like they'll probably sell it to you with a game free to play. But like everything else you're gonna have to buy. That's just how the market works, bud.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. Um, but they a lot of times too they'll have like sales and shit. Like the digital marketplace is no different than like Amazon. When
Can you buy it and then return it, get a credit?
no. So a lot of well, it depends. Some places will be different than others. Like Steam.
Yeah.
Like Steam is a gaming platform that sells PC games.
And Valve.
Yeah. Yeah. It's made by Valve. Yeah. So they have a return policy of 30 days and you're allowed to download the game and actually play the game. PlayStation, on the other hand, you have 60 days to return the game, but you cannot download the game. Yes, they will know it's downloaded immediately.
No, I figure there's got to be some way. I mean, look at how hard it is now to, burn a Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't even really try the game and decide this isn't for you with PlayStation.
Gotcha.
Like that's the shitty garbage thing about PlayStation. But that's just an example for like how like the gaming platforms have been with their return policies. Now I don't have VR, so I don't know how the marketplaces are for a lot of these VR spots are, and I don't know if they all use the same, or maybe some of them use like a couple of the same marketplaces. I don't know if they all use Windows. Like I just I don't really know. The standalone ones are really what you're looking at. You're not looking at anything else. You would want that, and that's why I started.
So you're literally not plugged into
No.
anything.
No, you're not plugged into anything. It's battery. It has its own battery, and that's how it works. And that's why I recommended the Quest, because you don't like.
Does it come with paddles in your hand?
It will come with little tiny paddles.
Little, yeah, I know. I have the ones for the Oculus for tiny.
Yeah. But you don't need them. You can use hand gestures. You can use
nothing on your hands.
With nothing on your hands.
The Oculus or
the Quest 2.
Let's say the device will.
Yeah, because it has sensors in the front of it, so it will like you can use your hands to control. That's why how I was saying, like, this dude was in the gym like fucking Tony Stark.
You're basically your Tony Stark.
Exactly. This dude was in the gym like Tony Stark, like fucking like bringing up Netflix on a big screen and lifting weights. Like he didn't have the joysticks. None of that. He just had the fucking headset on, and he was fucking moving his virtual shit around and whatnot while he was lifting weights.
I would buy it just because
you could jerk off in bed and have the biggest screen.
About 30, 40 seconds ago, I was gonna say, so you don't have to wear those toggles when you're jerking off. But no,
exactly.
What I really thought was more cool than that dumb shit is, because that's just a given.
No, but you don't want to do that with that. Oh yeah, they have that. Yeah, they have an Iron Man one. The Iron Man one is a full game, so like there's all like a bunch of missions and whatnot for it. And then like when you like set up movies and shit like that with VR, like you could like fucking put yourself in like different in different scenes. Like you want to go to a drive-in theater, you know? Like you could put yourself in a drive-in theater in the back of a fucking pickup truck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but you're sitting on the couch at home, you know, like fucking, or do you want to be at... Yeah, with like a fucking like...
Now, is it 360?
Yes, completely 360 view.
Damn it, yeah, alright. I'm getting all excited because I'm getting one. Because I've wanted one for so long.
If you get one, you better bring it to the park. You're bringing it to the park. Yeah, just go driving with it. Alright, shoot.